Hello everyone, welcome back. It's the 4th episode of Manchester City, the treble winning season. Now guys, welcome back. This is, like I said, episode 5 of this fantastic season that we are doing with Manchester City. Now if you remember in the last episode, at the end of the last episode, we beat Bournemouth 1-0. Nothing like the 4-0 beating that we gave them at the beginning of the season, of course, but thanks to that Kyle Walker goal, we're still going really strong in the Premier League. Now guys, just before we do crack on, please make sure that you do smash a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, that is a must, and hit that notification bell too, and select all for the notifications as well. But anyway guys, let's crack on with the season, let's hit the intro and let's see how we fare in episode 5. God, we're doing so well at this moment in time. I mean, it's really hard to put into words how well that we are doing, especially when we're playing these youngsters in Manchester City as well. You know, players like Cole Palmer, who's having a fantastic breakout season. Having Curtis Jones with us, I'm really excited to see what he's going to be bringing to the team, as well as Dario Sarmiento. I mean, I rate all these players fantastically well. And as you can see, we're 12 points clear with 12 games left to go, and we're still undefeated in the Premier League. We've only lost the one game so far this season. That was to Monaco, which literally only happened not that long ago. But speaking of Monaco, we've got the Champions League and we're facing Porto. Monaco are facing Atletico Madrid, which I thought Atletico Madrid would be doing a lot better in the Champions League, but they're rock bottom at the moment. It's really good for us because having Monaco going through with us, it makes it just that little bit easier. Now we're going to play Phil Foden and Bernardo Silva in this game. I think, you know, we need to make sure that we're getting in the right foot forward for this Champions League. We can't be making any mistakes because we need to win the Champions League this season. Come on City. Kevin De Bruyne, yes lad. 24 goals for Kevin De Bruyne and 19 assists. That is truly amazing from him. Right, we're going to bring on Curtis Jones for the second half, on for Phil Foden. Alphonso Davies, what a lad. His first goal of the season. Finally opens his account for us. And Gundogan is injured. We are going to have to play Rico Lewis. Rico Lewis is another player which I'm really happy with as well. Look at that. Atletico Madrid are back in second position now, just for beating Monaco. But as things stand at the moment, we're still top and we've still got 3 games left to play. Gundogan's out for a month. Alright, Calvin Phillips, he's got to step up in place of Gundogan. We've got to rely on Calvin Phillips a lot now. But now we're facing Tottenham Hotspurs, so now is not the time to be pussyfooting about. We've literally got to be going all guns blazing. We didn't have a substitute defensive midfielder, so Ben Knight will come off and we'll put Peroni on the subs bench for defensive midfield. Come on City, come on. Bit lackluster at the moment. I'm a little bit apprehensive to be changing things around at the moment. Come on Haaland, fucking worked. Ruddy equalisers. Right, Curtis Jones coming on for Phil Foden. (1-1). I fear that we've dropped 2 points. We didn't lose, that's the main thing. We're 10 points clear, but I feel that we dropped 2 points against Tottenham Hotspurs. I think that was a bit of a lacklustre performance by us. But mind you, Tottenham Hotspurs, if you remember, they spent over £300 million in the winter transfer window, which I think is stupid personally. Financial fair play rules should be all over them like flies over shit, but there we go. We're going to keep the same team against Porto. I feel that maybe we're going to have to do some changes in the second half, and it looks like it. Right, so Cole Palmer will come on for Phil Foden. We will bring on Curtis Jones as well. We need a win because I want to stay top of the table of the Champions League. Get in! Curtis Jones! Come on, lad! And we'll bring on Rico Lewis for Nathan Ack, and we'll swap over Lewis with Walker. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. We're in pole position still. Josh Wilson Esbrand wants to be transfer listed. He doesn't look that bad. He could potentially be... See, if he was being played at Coventry, he could potentially get quite good, but he wants to leave, so we'll grant him his transfer request. Chelsea's next. Erling Haaland's been praised. He's having a good season. 54 goals so far. Not the most I've ever seen from Erling Haaland, don't get me wrong, but I think that you know, he's having a good season with us. I'm really happy with it. But in real life, Manchester City did not win the League Cup in real life. So can we do it in Championship Manager? I would like to think that we could. I would like to think so, but can Chelsea ruin a party? No! Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang scores, but Ruben Diaz and Phil Foden, come on! Erling Haaland, it's 3-1 to Manchester City! Come on, boys! Curtis Jones is getting ready to come on for Bernardo Silva. And we're going to take Ruben Diaz off. I'm not risking him getting sent off. Oh, Mason Mount. He's pulled a goal back for Chelsea. So Sarmiento is going to come on for Phil Foden. And it's 4-2. Kevin De Bruyne. It's all over. Manchester City have won the League Cup. And they've beaten Chelsea again. And Chelsea comes runner-up for the second year running in the League Cup. But the main focus is we won the League Cup. We won the Carabao Cup, where in real life Man City were nowhere near the final. But now our attention's got to be focused on the FA Cup. I got distracted there. I saw Luis Enrique, manager of Bournemouth now. That is absolutely ridiculous. Right, everyone is near enough fully fit, which is good. We've got no sub 4, so Mahrez. Swap with Peroni because Peroni needs to be there. Other than that, the team looks good. Can we knock Arsenal out at the Emirates? Oh, Martin Odegaard makes it 1-0, but Phil Foden, get in, boy. Odegaard again, and Foden, come on. Oh God, this is getting too much for me right now. Right, Cole Palmer is coming on. Come on, City. Ruben Diaz is having a bit of a poor game, so he'll come off. Swap with Walker. No! Oh no! We're not going to win the FA Cup. We're out of the FA Cup. That is atrocious. I mean, maybe the saving grace is the fact that we've won the League Cup, so we could still potentially get the treble, but not the way that Man City have done it. It's not the way that Manchester City have done it. That's really annoying for me. Arsenal took their chances. We fluffed it. We fluffed it. Let's be honest. We did fluff it quite badly. Right, Bernardo Silva's having a rest. Curtis Jones is going to start. I'm going to give Diaz a rest. I'm going to start with Johnny Stones. Kevin De Bruyne makes it 1-0, but I'm still gutted. How on earth is Jimenez equalising for Wolves? Right, Cole Palmer is on for Phil Foden. Ruben Diaz comes on for John Stones. Get in, Nathan Ack. Right, we're still undefeated in the Premier League. We've lost 2 games this season, 1 in the Champions League, 1 in the FA Cup. We can't lose a game in the Premier League. That is paramount for us right now. Monaco, we've got to give them some comeuppance for giving us our first defeat this year. Alright, we'll swap Diaz back. Get in, Phil Foden. All of a sudden he's starting to turn up. Erling Haaland makes it 2 and Phil Foden makes it 3. Right, it's a time to rest some players here. So we'll take a fair few players off now. I think it's all about people management. I'll quite happily use all 5 subs right now. People manage, looking after the players. We've got the 3 points against Monaco. Curtis Jones makes it 4. Get in. Kamara makes it 4-1, but too little too late. We've qualified for the knockout stages of the Champions League, which is brilliant. It's now all down to Porto and Atletico Madrid. And who do we face next? Atletico Madrid. We could potentially knock Atletico Madrid out of the Champions League. Well, we will see in the next Champions League game. But for now, Champions League put to one side. We've got to focus on Chelsea. We just beat them in the Carabao Cup final. We've got to be focusing against them in the Champions League. And Alphonso Davies is slightly injured, so we'll play Gomez for this game. That is how the team's going to look like. We're not going to change much. We're not risking Alphonso Davies. Gomez can do the job for us. Get in, Haaland and De Bruyne. Wesley Fofana sent off for Chelsea. Right, Cole Palmer for Phil Foden. I'll put Alvarez on for Haaland. Rico Lewis on for Kyle Walker. We'll use our last 2 subs. Sarmiento for De Bruyne. I'll give him a rest. He doesn't get one. And Jones for Bernardo Silva. Happy with that. We took a lot of influential players off to rest them. And we still keep the clean sheet. We still keep the 3 points. The Premier League title is looking more likelier and likelier and likelier by the game. Tottenham's out of the Champions League. So here we go. Do we knock out Atletico Madrid from the Champions League? Right, we still want to buy Eric Garcia. So I'm going to put another £30 million bid in, see if Barcelona is going to accept it. Well, to be honest with you, I want to knock Atletico Madrid out, but Depay makes it 1-0 to Madrid. Get in, De Bruyne! Come on, Haaland! Porto are looking like they're going to be out of the Champions League. Porto needs to score 2 goals right now, so we're not going to change things a lot. I'm going to bring on Alvarez for Bernardo Silva, and we'll swap Alvarez with De Bruyne. 3-1 to City. 4-1, it's 4-2. 5, look at that. 5-2 against Atletico Madrid. They just collapsed. Porto are out. That was their chance. That was their chance. Real Madrid are out of the Champions League as well. Wow, we'll have a look at all the groups. So Barcelona and Dortmund are through to the knockout stages. Benfica and Juventus. Wow. PSG and Napoli, and us and Atletico Madrid, and we've got Juventus in the quarterfinals. Wow. It's anybody's game. It's anybody's game in the Champions League. He's an important first team player. He's not even being played by Barcelona. He's not even getting played. So stop being pricks all your life. Barcelona, you need the money, so just accept my offer. They're rejecting that as well. Okay, we'll pump up to 41.5 million. Right, so we're away against West Ham. Everyone's fully fit. Alphonso Davies is back, but we're going to double check. We're going to double check. No concerns. Good. Yeah, that's the team. Come on, City. Come on, City. No, scammer come. And it's 2-0 to West Ham. Alphonso Davies pulled up goals back, so we got a chance. But we can't be fucking up now. We can't be fucking it up. Alvarez is coming on for Silva. Swapping him over with De Bruyne. We can't... Oh, for Christ's sake. We lose our first league game of the season. We lost our first game against West Ham. West Ham United. Oh my God. We're 11 points clear. We're way ahead, but I'm disappointed. We were so close to going throughout the whole season. Morgan Rogers. I do like the look of him. Cole Palmer's been brought up to the England under 21s. I'm happy with that. They're rejecting Garcia bids still. 45. This is stupid. You're having a fucking laugh. We're not going higher. He's not being played. Garcia needs to force the move. Right, Gundogan is back. We need to double check if he's okay. No concern. Right, we will start Gundogan. Calvin Phillips will go back on the subs bench. We're going to start Palmer as well against Leeds. Alphonso Davies, Christ's sake. Right, we didn't even put Gomez on, so Rico Lewis will go in at left back. Come on, Haaland. Right, Curtis Jones. I'm going to give De Bruyne a rest. We're going to put Curtis Jones in behind Haaland. See if that works out for him. Kanji's going to go in at right back. And Sarmiento, he'll come on for Bernardo Silva. Sod it, we'll even put Johnny Stones on for Nathan Ack. What on earth? 2 points dropped. I'm disappointed about that. Alphonso Davies is injured again. Alphonso Davies. Reading sacks Paul Ince. I'm gutted because this episode has been absolutely awful for us. You know, I mean, despite the fact that we've qualified for the knockout stages of the Champions League, that had to have been done. We needed to have done that anyway. But getting knocked out of the FA Cup by Arsenal, that hurt big time. And losing our first league game to West Ham United, that hurt massively. Northampton wins 6-5. Not many teams can say they've conceded 5 goals and they still managed to win the game. That is not heard of. Right, Gomez back in at left back. Curtis Jones going to start instead of Cole Palmer. Phil Foden will start instead of Bernardo Silva. Come on, City. What is going on? Erling Haaland's not having a good game. Alvarez will come on. That's fine with me. Bernardo Silva can come on for Curtis Jones. Get in, Alvarez. We got the 3 points. With 6 games to go, we are 15 points clear. Arsenal does have a game in hand, of course, but the Premier League title could soon be ours in as little as 2 games. Oh, Juventus, we need to we need to play good against them. Phil Foden wants a new contract. We'll give him a new contract. He's on $500,000 a week. He is indispensable member, I will admit that, but wages only goes up to 300,000. I can't offer him anything. Going to go full strength, well, as much full strength we can against Juventus. Come on, Gundogan and Silva. Really, really happy with that. So I'm going to bring on Cole Palmer for Phil Foden. Calvin Phillips on for Rodri as well. Haaland makes it 3 and Sergio Gomez is injured. Rico Lewis has come on. Right, so Sarmiento on for Silva and Jones on for De Bruyne. For the last few, Atletico Madrid thumped Benfica 5-1. Napoli beat Barcelona 3-1. I'm not giving Mahrez a contract. Foden rejects the contract. I understand that. Can't even offer him the wages that he wants. Now I have no left back, so Nathan Ack will go in at left back. Johnny Stones will be a centre back. Potentially we could win the league, we could win the Premier League title in this game. No, oh my god. Curtis Jones on for Phil Foden. Cole Palmer on for Bernardo Silva, and we're losing 2-1. Get in, De Bruyne. Dropped points. Dropped points at Goodison Park. This has been the worst episode for us this season. 12 points clear. 15 points available still. Technically, the next game we could win the league. Why have you signed a new contract, Bella Kotchup? Southampton are 16th. Why would you want to sign a new contract with them? You want to come and join Manchester City, lad. Everton are in their first FA Cup final since, what, 1996? I think it's 1996, their first FA Cup final since then. '95 is the last time Everton were in the FA Cup final. No, 2009. Hugely mistaken. Liverpool are in the 5th round. They still haven't got. They still got to play the quarter final. Right, we've got to give Arsenal their comeuppance in this game for knocking us out of the FA Cup 5th round. I'm going to start Curtis Jones instead of Phil Foden. Come on, City. Come on, boys. Same team for the start of the second half. Get in, Rodri. Phil Foden's coming on now. Nathan Ack's injured. For Christ's sake. Akanji's coming on. And there we have it. Premier League champions. I didn't realise it until then. We are Premier League champions. We've won the Premier League with 4 games left. Arsenal could do nothing about it. They're having a good season as well. But Villa, Chelsea, Tottenham, West Ham, they all got to fight for the Champions League spot now. Right, this will be our penultimate game of this episode. Then our last game of this episode will be against Manchester United. What a way to end season 5, episode 5, with the Manchester derby. That is going to be something special. Kevin De Bruyne wants a new contract. Oh, we can offer him what he wants, but what is he getting paid? 450. So let's see if we can drop him down to 400,000. Phil Foden, what? He's requesting 525. Let's see if I can drop him down to 500. We're going to start with Phil Foden in this game. So we're taking a 3-0 lead from the Etihad. And Juventus had a goal disallowed. They got no chance of coming back in this game. Erling Haaland's got a booking, so we're going to bring on Alvarez as well as Akanji. I'm not risking Ruben Diaz and Haaland in this game. Juventus makes it 1-0 though, and Davies is 4-2. It's 2-1 on the night, 4-2 on aggregate, but it's all over. It's all over. So Napoli, Atletico Madrid, PSG and Manchester City are all in the semi-final of the Champions League. Phil Foden signs his new contract. Man United, Rafael Varane's currently injured. Right, who do you think we're going to have in the Champions League semi-final? Leave a comment down below who you think it's going to be. Right, it's going to be Atletico Madrid versus Manchester City. So that means Napoli versus PSG. Wow. Second phase, buddy. Atletico Madrid. They've got to come to us once again. Well, our last game of this episode, guys. The Manchester derby at Old Trafford. This could be a good game. We're already Premier League champions. Man United fans, give us the guard of honour at Old Trafford. I wish. We're already Premier League champions, so, and it's just going to be going out for fun now. Erling Haaland makes it 1-0. That's his, 63rd goal of the season. Phil Foden's got a book in, so Curtis Jones is going to come on, as well as Cole Palmer. Calvin Phillips can come on for Ilkay Gundogan. We're not risking him getting any more injuries. Rico Lewis on for Kyle Walker. And Perini will come on for Rodri. We'll take that 1-0 win. We have plenty more chances, but we'll take the 1-0 victory. Makes our league total so much better. Southampton getting closer and closer to getting relegated. So Kevin De Bruyne has signed a new contract. He's on less money now. I've paid out loads on signing on fees for Foden and De Bruyne. So Liverpool are in the semi-final of the FA Cup. They've got to face Arsenal. So who will be facing Everton in the FA Cup final? I hope it's Liverpool, because Arsenal beat us. But guys, this is brilliant. We're going to leave it like that. I forgot it was the last game with Man United. So, but guys, it has been an amazing episode, even though we've lost a little bit of momentum in episode 5. But if you have liked this episode, guys, please make sure that you do smash a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell too, and don't forget, guys, that we need to have more people commenting on the videos. If you want to see different teams on episodic series, or full season gameplay, or 5-year challenges, or if you want to see other retro PS1, PS2, SNES, 64, N64 games, you need to you need to leave a comment down below what games you want to see. But guys, once again, as always, thank you very much for your love, your time, your support, everything that you do for me, and I look forward to seeing each and every one of you the next video that we have on my channel here at TGR. That's Gaming Robo.